Hello everybody and welcome back to Artist Mindset. I'm your host Martina and I've decided that today I don't want to rush anything. So let's get into the episode. So this week I have been reminded many times one phrase that in Czech sounds like this. Dvakrát měř, jednou řež. And what it exactly means is you should measure twice to be able to cut once. And that's kind of literally translated, but what it actually means is that you should sort of double check before you do something to be sure that you do it correctly so that you don't have to, overdo it, like do it again and kind of mess things up. And it kind of happened to me a few times this week. I mean, once it was literally I was cutting paper and I didn't measure properly and I just was like, cut. And then I was like, okay, doesn't fit the measurement, so let's do it again. But also, like, just now, I've been trying to figure out what's happening with the audio, and I'm like, going through all the possible options, like going into the setting of the computer and going into the setting of this beautiful mixer that we have here. And I'm like, why is it not working? Why is it not working? Why does it says that the recording program cannot find the recorder? And guys, I was about to give up. And I was like, well, that's it. I'm not releasing a podcast next week. I'm just going to do a vlog or something and release that. And literally as I closed my laptop and stood up to take things away to go home, I saw that the cable wasn't connected to the computer. So basically the cable that connects the mixer with the computer wasn't connected to the computer, and that's why I couldn't find the audio, right? So jokes on me, really. I feel like this whole week I've been very impatient, and this was just another reminder to be like, no, be patient, it's gonna come. I literally felt like the universe was telling me this week, like, be patient, and don't rush. Things are gonna come. And I always like to think about this one quote that I heard, which is that whatever is meant for you will not miss you. And I know it's very hard sometimes to just feel like, oh, it will come, it will happen for me, and whatever I want or deserve, actually, I think is the better word, will come to my life. And I guess a lot of us can relate to that in terms of relationships, because sometimes it's hard, to feel like the amazing person that you've been with left or it didn't work out, and then you kind of hope that they're gonna come back. But what if it's not the person for you? What if there is somebody better? Or with your career, what if there is actually something better waiting for you? And you just have to trust the universe or God or whatever you want to call it, because there is a bigger plan for you that you might not see yet. And I know this might be hard to believe or understand sometimes. I also, I'm not always very trusting. I think I'm a person that loves to be in control, so it's hard for me to sometimes let go and trust. But you never know, and I can honestly tell you, in the past 2 years, I had so many moments when things went wrong and I felt like, oh, it's the end of the world, my career is over, or, I lost a friend, I'm never gonna find anybody like them. And then it actually became better. That was actually the catalyst for the improvement of my life, right? And I feel that the universe is sort of testing us sometimes. And you know, when you feel like you lost a person, the universe or the God or whatever you want to call it is sort of watching and waiting for your decision. What you're going to do now. Are you going to beg for that person to come back? Are you going to try to convince them? Are you going to try to mold yourself into a version of you that fits that reality so that the person sticks around? But it's actually not you, right? I mean, we evolve. We are meant to evolve and change. Like, the only constant is change, right? In our life. So, of course, you are evolving. But it's up to you in which direction you're going to go. If you're going to level up, if you're going to stay on that same level. Because it's a choice at the end of the day. So trust that you are leveling up. And as one of my favorite podcasters said, her name is Jenny Dinovi, I think that's how you pronounce it. She said that, and sorry if I misquote, but she said something in the lines of, you should always sort of look or go or do things where is the most growth. And I really love that sentence because it doesn't says you should go where your heart desires, or I mean that's also right, but like it's not that you should go where things are easy or where things are comfortable or where things are uncomfortable. No, it's where is the most growth. It's where you're gonna level up. So wherever you are right now, maybe you feel stuck with your career, with your art. Maybe you feel like nobody's noticing. But where is the most growth? Where do you have to do the next step to find the most growth? Ask yourself. Journal about it. Write about it. Because that's the way to go, right? And it will be uncomfortable at times, but it's gonna be so worth it at the end. It's gonna be so worth it. And I know that learning new things and trying to grow and improve is uncomfortable, and it can be very frustrating. And I think we have a lot to learn from kids, because if you think about it, when you were a child, you were learning every day so much, right? But now as adults, we feel like we figured it all out and we know how to take care of ourselves, how to do our groceries, how to pay taxes, how to go to work and whatnot. But when it comes to learn new things, we want to know it right away because we forgot how long it takes, how much trust and patience it takes to learn something new. And I think that's what I've been reminded a lot this week. And I think that's what we should all keep in mind, that we have to be really gentle and kind and supportive to ourselves if we are trying to do something that we've never done before. I mean, if you're trying to build your career from scratch and you've never done it before, because maybe you're very young or you never experienced this, then don't beat yourself up, because how are you supposed to know what to do? And how are you supposed to know, especially in today's world that's changing so much and so fast? How are you supposed to know what's the right decision? And then again, where is the most growth? Maybe that is the right direction to go. And maybe that means that sometimes you're not gonna know. You're not gonna know what to do or where to go or who to talk to or what to let go of. But isn't it better to at least try than to do nothing? Because I think that's the real trap or failure, if you want to call it that. It is when you do nothing, right? Because then nothing changes. And even if things go really wrong and you feel like you've reached the bottom of the ocean, you can always bounce back, right? Bounce back up to reach the surface again, to reach the light. So don't be scared. Don't be scared to make a choice and take the next step. Because only then you can get closer to your dreams. But if you never try, then you'll never find out. You'll never see. You'll never move. It's like waiting in a metro and not knowing where to go. Which one should you take, which direction? But you can either stay there forever in that one station, or you can take the metro, be a little brave and step on that train and see where it goes. And if it was the wrong direction, well then, you know that next time you should go on the other side and go the opposite direction, right? So don't be scared. Be a little brave and take that next step. I hope that this was at least a little bit inspiring. Thank you for listening. Let me know if you have any more ideas or topics of what should I talk about next. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode. Bye.